Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. So I've pretty much been playing with Anti-Venom here non-stop since he was added to the CCP server, and after an extensive amount of testing I've come up with what I feel are the best ways to play him for a focus on damage in both long fights and shorter to medium fights. So I want to share those rotations with you today. Without further ado, let's jump in right to the gameplay. Okay, let's first cover what you would use in long fights, which I've started referring to as the SP3 rotation. We're going to go in here with no synergies at all, just Anti-Venom by himself. So the basic idea here is that you want to get to your special 1 before you hit 10 hits in your combo. So to do this, I'm going to parry, do a medium heavy, parry again, do another medium heavy, and then do medium light special 1. Now if your special 1 passive is active, when you hit 10 hits, you're going to end up placing 2 debuffs, which you can see right there. Now it's worth pointing out that for a damage focus, it really doesn't matter which debuffs you place because you're going to convert them all into Fury later on. It's also worth pointing out that for a utility focus, it only takes 20 hits here for him to get fully ramped up, and at this point right now, you would be good to go. You're probably noticing that I'm choosing to block specials instead of dex them, and this is on purpose. Anti-Venom gets a buttload of power per debuff when blocking hits, so it allows you to build up power pretty quickly. So we're about close to our special 3 now, and I always parry before the special 3. So you kind of need to play aggressively at this point, so being able to come out of your special 3 and start a combo immediately after is very helpful. Okay, coming out of the SP3, you'll have another passive on yourself. This passive ups the debuff cap from 4 to 8, and also increases the potency and duration of Fury effects, which we'll get to in a moment. So it's kind of fair to say that it doesn't really look like he's doing much damage at this point, but we're going to change that pretty quickly here. At this point, you want to build up to close to 2 bars of power, use the SP1 to refresh the SP3 passive, and this is going to allow us enough time to burst Winter Soldier down. Okay, so now we're ready to convert all of our debuffs into Fury passives, so let's build up to just under 3 bars of power, fire off a special 2, and you're going to see this special 2 is going to hit for over 100,000 damage, and that's with class disadvantage as well. Okay, at this point you can see the damage is in full swing. We're getting 12k light crits. There's a nice 20k medium crit. So your Furies are going to last over 30 seconds at this point, which is more than enough time to finish the fight. With 8 Fury passes right now, Anti-Venom's attack rating is somewhere in the neighborhood of 25,000. So you're kind of seeing it here. So this is kind of where you would keep the rotation going. Start again by refreshing the SP3 passive with your special 1, which we did already, and then build up to another special 2, fire it off, and then he's dead. Okay, so real quick, let's review the rotation. Medium heavy, medium light special 1. Use your special 3 to up your debuff cap from 4 to 8. Refresh that SP3 passive with your special 1. Fire off your special 2 to convert all your debuffs into Furies, and then repeat from step 3 as needed. Okay, so let's take a look at a rotation that you would use probably in the majority of fights. This is a Deadpool from Act 6 who has about half as much health as Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. You want to start off the same way, medium heavy, medium light special 1. It's really important to get that special 1 off in the first 10 hits so that you can ramp up your debuffs as quickly as possible. Then from there, just continue ramping up to your special 2, and then you can fire that off to convert what will be the maximum number of 4 debuffs into 4 Fury passes. And even with 4 Fury passes, you're going to see that the damage is still really nice. And then from there, you can just start over with the special 1, go back to the SP2 as necessary. So this rotation really works very similarly to the SP3 rotation, you're just taking the SP3 out of it. In the majority of situations, the SP3 rotation can be difficult to keep up permanently, and I think that's intentionally developed that way because those 8 Furies are so powerful, it needs to be challenging enough to keep that rotation going. But you can see here, we're still doing a pretty decent amount of damage with just 4 Fury passes up, and they last long enough that you can get back to your special 2 and add in like another 2 or 3 on top of that. So with this rotation, you can still have like 6, 7, maybe 8 Furies going, and Deadpool goes down pretty much without a problem there. Alright folks, that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed this, please let me know by hitting that like button, and subscribe if you aren't already. I would greatly appreciate that. As always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.